Hello friends, I've just had a nice presentation and I thought it wise to share the presentation with you, knowing fully well that it will be important to people, especially students who are senior students in university. And excluding that, there may be others who may wish to participate in a seminar or are planning to do so. Likewise, there may be someone who is wishing to organize a seminar. On the basis of that, I thought it wise that this video will be just the right thing for you. Okay, so my name is Paul Dominic Jari Jr. I am your presenter for today's class. In today's video, I will be explaining what a seminar is. As you can see on the screen, the definition of a seminar. I will also be explaining the types of seminar, and I will be giving you some tips on what to consider as you go about organizing or planning a seminar. And not only that, this video will also be explaining um, the difference or differences between a seminar and a workshop. It will interest you to know that most at times people organize workshops and call it seminars. Why sometimes people organize seminar and refer to it as a workshop. What the differences are, what qualities, what are the things that we see in a particular gathering that we consider to be a seminar, and what are the things or quality that make up a workshop. So this video will be useful to you in that like. Now, looking at what a seminar refers to the gathering of people when people gather together for the purpose of discussing a particular topic. Seminars are mostly conducted in academic setting where a student will be given a particular topic or asked to research a particular topic and present in a seminar. Now, why do we consider that gathering a seminar? It is because the gathering contains people, and the people are gathered in order to discuss a particular topic. So their meeting is for a reason, is for a purpose. The gathering is a formal gathering. It is formal because it follows rules, it follows standards. It is not any way, anyhow you feel that you do in a seminar. That's what makes it formal. A seminar involves or consists of discussions, right? And these discussions are interactive. So you listen to a speaker, a person who is considered knowledgeable or who is considered expert in a particular area or a particular field will speak to the audience, tell them his or her experience or experiences, and then the audience will have opportunity to ask questions. So there will be an exchange and interactive discussions between the speaker or the speakers and the audience. So when a seminar is organized, it consists of people who gather together for the purpose of discussing a particular topic, and their gathering is in a formal manner, thereby having interactions through a particular speaker, interactions that are being directed by one or more speakers that may be knowledgeable or that have authority in a particular field or subject area. All right. So when we talk about seminar, that's what we mean. Now, there are many benefits that one get when you attend a seminar. Attending a seminar or organizing a seminar goes with benefit, which make a seminar to be a very important thing or program. A seminar helps participants to become educated. When participants or audience are seeing in a seminar, their knowledge, their skills will develop because an expert, one who has authority in a particular area, is giving information. And this information that will be given by the speaker or speakers in a seminar is meaningful in order to help the participants to learn new skills. The art of learning new skills gives them some form of education, give them some level of education. It could be in an area of business, right? You may not have understanding of how to go about with a particular business or certain strategies, but by attending a seminar, it will develop your knowledge and skill on how to proceed and what to do and what not to do because you will listen to experiences of people who have been in business. So they have vast experience and vast understanding, vast knowledge that they can give you. So leaving the seminar will build your knowledge, it will increase your skill. All right. So we say attending a seminar helps to educate people. Not only that, seminar is a place of motivation. A seminar inspires people. What happens if I was doing a business and then my business collapsed? I could not understand the way to move on, and I'm feeling discouraged by the way my business is going to the point that I'm even thinking that the way out is to close the business or to suspend the process for some time. Then I had an opportunity to attend a seminar, listen to the experiences of experts who have been in similar field or similar area. These people share their experiences when they were growing up in business and what strategies did they use in order to overcome those challenges that they had while picking up. And today they are successful business tycoons. They share these experiences with me. From that, I become inspired. Once I am inspired, I can now use the new skill, go back and refine my system or my business, right? So inspiration will bring about productivity. Because I'm inspired, there will be productivity in my business. All right. So seminar does not only educate people, but it inspires them to maximum height. Another aspect is seminar helps us to form business understanding, right? Most times people in corporate institutions utilize the skill of seminar in order to develop their businesses. A seminar is important because it gives us or gives participants networking ability. People who attend seminar comes from various backgrounds. They come from different areas. Okay, those who attend seminar have different backgrounds. It can be background in education, it can be background in economic, it can be background in social, family life, political life, it can be whatever the background is, right? So our background varies. Same as our background varies is the same that we do experience when we see people gather together from different institutions. So when people gather together from different institutions, these institutions are different. So when we meet, we are able to learn the knowledge of meeting new people. It helps us to connect with these people we had not known before. Once we connect with people that we have not known before, it increases our networking vein, right? It increases our networking ability. We are able to make connections with people who might be our future employers. We are able to make connections with people who might be our future employees. Who knows? So when we attend seminars, the people we meet and the people we have not met before, these people become a member of our network chain, thereby helping us to grow in our profession, in our area. Having discussed the benefit or the importance of seminar, I would now like to talk to you about the types of seminar. In our study, the first type of seminar we are going to look at is mini seminar. As the word suggests, mini implies small. So a mini seminar involves small group of people, small population. The people who attend a mini seminar are normally the size of maximum 25, okay? It could be more than that though, but the point is that many seminar involve small group of people and not a large group of people. Example, we see group discussion in a class. Classrooms are most times used for a mini seminar. Teachers who employ mini seminars are employing modern approach to teaching. That is because they believe that a teacher is not the only a source of knowledge. The students themselves do have knowledge too. So such a teacher will assign group work to the student and ask the group to present to the class, or assign homework to the students individually and ask each student to come out and present his or her assignment before the population that is considered members of the class, those fellow students. The student will do his or her study, come before the class and tell his or her colleague what he or she has learned, right? This information may be new to members of the class. It may be familiar information, okay? But the point is that gathering, there is a group of people in a formal setting that involve a speaker who is a classmate of that class that has been considered knowledgeable in that assignment, that homework that has been given, to share with his class. His class becomes the audience, those who are seated and listening. They become the audience of the speaker in that class. And once they become the audience, they can now have an opportunity to ask questions. Wherever clarity needs to be given will be provided by the speaker. And the speaker himself or herself can ask questions. So by that, the knowledge of conducting, of answering and asking questions is increased. The students build the potential of answering questions. They build the potential of asking questions. Those students who are shy will begin to shy away from the inability of asking questions. They can now feel free and know when and how to ask questions just because the teacher has exposed them to it. So it helps students to form idea of conducting major seminar. They say from the little thing, the bigger thing comes. So from the smaller seminar, the students can develop understanding on how to conduct major seminar. That means outside of the classroom, when it could be in the same school, but outside of the classroom, it could be institutional wide seminar or whatever the seminar is. But the reality is that this mini seminar, which their teacher has taught them, can help them to learn how to conduct major seminars. The next seminar I'm going to talk about is major seminar. So earlier on, we just talked about mini seminar. Now we are looking at major seminar. A major seminar is held by level of institutions, many departments. And these departments, like we can say the Department of Engineering, for example. So the Department of Sociology. So those departments, a department can choose to conduct a seminar, and that department can send for an expert, or they can have a speaker in their midst. All right, select one person as a speaker or more persons as speakers in order to explain what new knowledge that they as audience will require to learn. So in such a seminar, there are teachers, right? And it could also contain students. So in case the Department of Education have chosen to conduct a seminar prior to the opening of a new academic year, right? In that department, they have chosen a particular speaker. So that speaker will have expert knowledge in that area. It could be to educate teachers about pedagogical skill of teaching, right? So an expert will go do research about pedagogy, how to apply pedagogy in classrooms for university teachers, come to the university on the day of the seminar and present to his or her colleagues. So by that, there is build up of knowledge. By that, it can also help them to get inspired. All right. So major seminars are important as it helps to develop institutions and people in institutions. The next seminar I want to talk about is national seminar. National seminar is the interest of government or an organization. So this seminar is held or conducted by government. Most times it is conducted by government because it is a national occasion or program. People with expertise, despite it is a national program, but people with expertise in a particular field can be invited to that seminar to speak. So people who have knowledge in a particular area can be written or invited as speakers to speak in a national seminar. The next seminar under discussion is international seminar. International seminar is conducted, as the name suggests, international, conducted by international organization or agencies. International organizations like the USAID, international organizations like the WHO, World Health Organization, UNICEF, and you name it on. The WHO, for example, we just experienced the wave of COVID, right? 19. The COVID 19, when it came in the world, there were difficulties that health workers went through in order to understand the disease. Not many health practitioners or health experts have understanding of what this new virus was. Even those that had limited understanding of what the virus actually was about or it was. So as a way out, they designed seminars. There are many seminars that were carried on by international organizations. And in these seminars, those who had understanding of this kind of diseases or viruses came out and presented to their colleagues. And there were questions asked, right, in a formal setting. And now they began to carry on their conclusion from the seminars by being inspired by the expertise in these seminars. So they were able to begin to give the disease a new trial on how to carry on experiment and whole lot of things about it. At the end, they began to find solutions, the way out to this or curtailing this new disease. So seminars are important. Seminars are a very important instrument in development of not just individual institutions, but the world as a whole. Now, having discussed that, it will be prudent that we look at how seminars are organized. What are the things to consider when you have chosen or you have accepted to conduct a seminar or to organize one? The first thing to consider is purpose. What is your purpose of conducting this seminar? Are you conducting this seminar in order to promote business? Are you conducting this seminar to learn new new ways of carrying on administration? So the first thing to consider is, why am I organizing this seminar? If you are to attend a seminar, your question also should be, why am I attending this seminar? Now, having looked at the purpose, it is also important to look at the agenda. What are the things that the seminar is going to cover? Now, while organizing a seminar, one should also consider the speakers. Who are those that are going to be speaking on these occasions or on this seminar? Who are the speakers, or who is going to be the speaker? Speakers can be guest speakers. Speakers can be keynote speakers. Now, what are the differences? When we talk about guest speakers are those who are invited to speak on a given topic. But a keynote speaker, though is invited to speak on a given topic, the keynote speaker has understanding of the major themes that constitute the seminar. So the role of the keynote speaker is to give an overview of the theme of the seminar. So most times the keynote speaker speaks at the beginning of the seminar or at the end of the seminar. So when organizing a seminar, it is important to consider the speakers of the seminar. The next thing to consider while organizing a seminar is the audience. Who are going to be the audiences? Who do we consider the audience? Who will make up the audience? So the speaker invited for the seminar will be based on the purpose, right? The purpose of the seminar will direct all of these things. It will depict who is to speak, who should be the speakers. It will depict the agenda. It will depict the audience. Not only that, it is important to also consider venue. Where are you conducting the seminar? Are you conducting the seminar in a place as you see in the video? All right. You should observe the lighting setting, the digital devices that will be used and how they are positioned, the spacing between the seats, the tables, the manner of arrangement. So the venue selected for a seminar is very important to consider the venue of the seminar while planning to organize one. Another aspect to consider is invite. You have to invite people. Those who are considered or expected to be participants of the seminar has to be served letter. Speakers have to be served letters. And to serve invite, there are various ways that you can use to serve invite. Right now, we live in a digital environment. One doesn't have to go running behind the speakers in their offices, in their homes to deliver invite to them for a seminar. You can sit right behind your computer as I'm doing here and just mail these invitations to the various speakers that you want to attend the seminar with all necessary information detailed. Even participants can be asked if they have interest in taking part in the seminar, or if you wish that they take part, you just send them an invite. And what is important is that those who will be served invitation for a seminar should be checked on. What do we mean? Once you have served out your invitation, you should check on the speakers, the participants, will be participants of the seminar to see if they have the time, if they will be attending. So most times those who will accept to attend the seminar will consent either through replying to your mail or through phone call or through messages, all right? Whatever means it is. But the fact is that you should seek their consent to see if they have consented. And to do that, or on the day of the seminar, or close to the day, close to the day of the seminar, it can be a week, it can be a month, it can be whatever date that you have set. Keep giving reminder because we live in a busy world. People are busy. So especially for guest speakers or keynote speakers, when you serve out invitation, make sure to give reminder. All right. The next thing to consider is the budget. All these things we have just talked about. What put it to action is budget. If you do not have money, as you can see, the money is being counted. If you do not have money, you won't be able to rent a hall. If you do not have money, you won't be able to serve out invite because you even need to be supported by data, electricity. You also need to transportation for those who may be coming to the seminar or now, or even the guest speaker. I mean, you need money to run things. But what is important is you should not live above your budget. Set a particular range, all right? Considering the expenses that goes with what it takes to organize a seminar. So these are the things to consider once you have accepted or are planning to organize a seminar. Now, what are the roles of a keynote speaker in your seminar? A keynote speaker attracts attendees. As a keynote speaker, it is your duty to ensure that whatever information, because you are considered knowledgeable in the area that you have been chosen to speak on. So a keynote speaker should speak on interesting topics that will attract the attendees. No one wants to spend their precious time sitting for hours, right? Or whatever time given, only listening to things that they already know, that there is no new knowledge added onto, that they cannot have any take away. So you should attract the learners, you should attract the attendees. And there are many strategies and ways and how to go about in attracting those who are in attendance. But we'll get there. Now, the next one is engage an audience. You want to be speaking and you are not considering whether the message that you are putting out is resonating in the audience, but you are just speaking. You don't even care whether movements are going about in the place, and you have no strategy of pausing to ask questions, whether the, the attendees are getting what you are saying, to get their responses, to answer their questions. Keep engagement, the eye contact, gesturing. You need to keep engaged with the audience. You should reinforce key event themes. That's why I said earlier, a keynote speaker gives a summary of the event, the theme of the event. So you should reinforce. So as you prove out or put out message, the message that you have designed and explaining or putting out to the audience, you should be able to reinforce the meeting, what it is about. So as you go about in your speech, at certain point of your speech, you should state your theme. You should give emphasis to the theme. You should practicalize the theme. Then by that, you can see audience keeping on track with you. All right. The next thing to do is entertain the audience. Do not just be boring speaker. Don't just be speaking and speaking and speaking and speaking without showing any form of action. You are just still, and then you cannot, gesture. The hands are there to use. The face is there for you to use. The eyes contact, the eyes twinkling, and the lips, the way you shape your tone. All these things are important in order to keep the audience entertained, and they won't be boring. Even your message or speech that you have written to the audience, you have to make it entertaining. Do not make your speech so boring as though you are just reading, right? You should reach to a point your tone. At a certain point, you drop your page. At a certain point, you pick up a page, in different manners. You should educate the audience. Like I said earlier, audience want to learn, and one of the important portion of or reason importance of a seminar is for education. You should give out new knowledge. You should make them to understand new concept. They should have something to take home that they can say, oh yes, my attendance in that seminar was rewarding, and this is the reward I have gotten to learn this. I'm inspired by this. I can do this. I can do that. You should also inspire the audience and drive positive change. You cannot have people attending seminars without you helping them to drive a change. People want to learn new things. People want to apply new ideas. So when you you are a keynote speaker, you should help the audience so that they will be able to drive positive change. The way they came, they may not go back like that. They may go back with new idea and new style and ways of doing things. All right. You should also provide fresh insight and perspective on event related topics. The event that is under discussion, the purpose of that seminar should be a purpose that you will explain with a new perspective, giving them new idea, fresh insight. So whatever the profession is, but you should be able to give the audience fresh insight. You should give them new perspective, ways of looking at things. Provide actions and motivational takeaways. As you are speaking, you can tell the audience to take note of important points. All right. Now let's look at what makes a seminar different from a workshop. Generally, seminar lasts for few minutes or an hour. We are not saying all seminar lasts for few minutes or an hour. We are saying generally. But some cases, 1 or 2 days seminar can last for. But let's now look at workshop. Workshop generally lasts for more than a single day. So you see the difference? Seminar lasts for just few minutes or an hour. Some cases 1 or 2 days. But workshop generally it lasts for more than single day. Why? We're going to see that. The reason is a seminar has more participants and mostly consists of more than 100 people. Why workshop? You see, workshop consists of the participants are there few, usually limited to 25. When this happens, because the population in a seminar is less, but participants in a seminar are more, because the number of persons in a seminar may not allow the speaker to have more hands-on work. As the name workshop suggests, workshop, it is where certain topics or particular concepts are explained, getting down to the audience. So when we look at a workshop is most of psychomotor domain. Those in the field of education understand what we mean. Now, in a workshop, a speaker will display a particular strategies on how to calculate. Let's use, for example, you are training teachers, right? Now, you display a lesson plan, how to create a lesson plan. Such a workshop, such a topic cannot fit well in a seminar as compared to a workshop. It works well in a workshop because you will display or explain how to create a seminar, how to create a lesson plan. But you will want each participant to give the new idea a trial. And to do that, you have to move out to each participant to see if they have understanding and they are applying what they have been taught. But because of the population in a seminar, it is difficult for the speaker to move about to every participant. Imagine a single speaker moving to over 100, 200, 400, 500, or 800 participants just to make sure that they are doing what he or she has told them to do. That doesn't work in a seminar because the population is huge. But in a workshop, that's why the duration of the workshop is longer, because the speaker has to divide, or there will be division of time in which the speaker can go out to every participant. And as a matter of fact, it is not all observers or audience in the seminar is considered a participant. Participants, okay, maybe we'll say they are participants by the fact that they are observing, because we have observant participants. All right. But we are talking about direct participants, those who will stand, speak, and ask questions, interact with the speaker. All right. But in a workshop, everyone has very strong interaction with the speaker, and the speaker can have an opportunity to reach out to each participant and teach them on what he or she wants them to know. All right, so this is our reading point. Now we will stop here and entertain questions. If you have any question for us, kindly look below this video, hit the subscription button, go to the comment section, and leave any comment that you may have. I will be right back in order to provide response or responses to these comments that you may have. Thank you. Look forward to a God blessing day. I wish you well. It was nice